Grand Admiral Thrawn, the Empire's cold-blue tactician. I must confess, I've long wanted to meet the man who defeats entire fleets with nothing but deductions and disdain.
Edward Nygma, a man who mistakes puzzles for superiority and spectacle for mastery.
And yet Gotham trembles when I leave a question mark on a wall. Fear sharpened by uncertainty, that is true power.
No, fear is a blunt instrument. It provokes chaos, not order. True intelligence creates inevitability.
Inevitability? You lost at Lothal, did you not? Outsmarted by a boy and a pod of Purgil.
A tactical setback caused by variables beyond predictive norms. Ezra Bridger weaponized chaos, an unconventional move, but brilliant.
And Batman does the same to me. Irritating, isn't it? The way lesser minds occasionally stumble into victory?
Batman is not a lesser mind.
Careful, Admiral. Praise for one's nemesis is unbecoming.
On the contrary, to underestimate an adversary is intellectual vanity. You have made that mistake repeatedly.
Repeatedly? I design labyrinths of logic so exquisite that Gotham's so-called world's greatest detective must crawl through my mind to survive them.
And yet you leave clues.
Because that is the point.
No, that is your weakness. You crave recognition more than victory. Every riddle is an invitation to be admired. You do not seek to win. You seek to be seen winning.
And you seek control so absolute that you sterilize genius itself. Where is the artistry in mere efficiency?
Art is the key to understanding culture. Through sculpture, opera, architecture, I learn how civilizations think and therefore how they fall.
How dreadfully clinical! I create riddles not to destroy minds, but to elevate them, to force people upward toward my level.
No, you create riddles because without an audience, your intellect feels meaningless.
And you build strategies because without systems to dominate, yours feels empty.
Perhaps. But there is a difference between us, Mr. Nygma. I use intelligence to understand others. You use it to prove you are smarter than them.
And what is wrong with being smarter?
Nothing. Unless proving it becomes more important than achieving one's objective.
You sound like Batman.
And you sound like every failed genius who mistakes ego for insight.
Failed genius? I once seized all of Gotham by manipulating its infrastructure, outwitted the police, and forced Batman into my design. I turned the city into a living enigma.
And still lost because you could not resist explaining yourself.
As you lost because Emperor Palpatine never truly valued reason, only obedience.
That is accurate.
Ah, finally, honesty.
The Empire often misunderstood intelligence. They believed power came from domination. I understood it comes from comprehension.
Then perhaps we agree on one thing. Brute force is for fools.
Yes, but intelligence without discipline is merely ornament.
And discipline without imagination is stagnation.
Which is why you remain in Gotham, playing games with one detective, while I shape the fate of galaxies.
Galaxies are merely larger chessboards. But Gotham? Gotham is personal, intimate. A mind like Batman's is infinitely more satisfying to conquer than faceless fleets.
And yet you have never conquered him.
Nor have you conquered chaos.
Perhaps that is the paradox of intelligence. The smarter the mind, the more impossible the perfect victory.
Now that is a riddle worth savoring.
Then let us leave it unsolved.